Hey everybody, welcome back again into our single player world where we are doing a whole bunch of foresty things, and let me tell you this, it feels good to be back here in the world, having a great time. I hope you guys are all doing well because I've been having myself a wonderful time here and enjoyed this part of this world so far so much. In fact, probably the most out of all the things I've built so far. This is one of the things I'm the most satisfied with. And in a weird way, also that has the most improvement to be done. So I'll get to that. But either way, welcome. So this is the Canopy, of course, the canopy, the tree canopy. And I've been, of course, building trees. We built some trees last episode. Or was that the last episode? This is the episode before. Don't worry, not last episode. We built these trees, and I've built these trees over here. Quite a few, and they take a lot of time, you're trying to get them right. And I've actually learned a lot along the way, which I think we'll be able to teach you, at least you guys that are interested in some of the weird little tips. I keep pushing E instead of W. I could teach you guys a few of the little weird tips that I've learned from these. There's a lot that, as I say, needs to be improved. If you have a look at this, like F1, there we go. That there, I've seemed to, without planning it, all finish on almost the same level. Nice and spread out, but I wouldn't mind bringing these down a bit, down there a bit, making them look a little bit more have a little bit more variation. How would I say that? Make it a little bit more variable? I don't know. But either way, look at this over here. That's my one critique. Okay, here's my other critique of them, and then we can go talk about how they actually looking very awesome. My other critique is the same thing, but on the other side. It seems like I've unconsciously stopped at that level there. I need to make a few that pop up over there, and just create a little bit of variation in that. Not to worry, easy, simple stuff. And of course, the canopy. If that was the first story, we are going to be doing the sequel, Under the Canopy, today, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. I'll tell you that, because I've got so many little plans for this area, and whether they turn out is another question, but I think they're going to be a fun time, because what I want to do is I want to go ahead, add the nature in, which I'm sure many of you guys have been waiting for, and I have myself, because, listen, I got to tell you, I'm a sucker for terraforming, landscaping, all that stuff. I've said that enough, you guys know it. And what I think a good idea would be is to go ahead and add one step more onto that. So just the nature on the sides, the nature over there, and then add the story, which will tie back into this area over here, which is the Pirate Cove, or bay. It's not a bay. It's not a cove. It's a bay because it's not really covey. And what we are going to do is we're going to tie the story in of how this got overturned, the people who once ruled it before the pirates came in, their retreat back, and add that story into this. So there's a few different layers to this. It's not just the basic, hey, we're going to build a forest and we're going to decorate it. As a matter of fact, I think that sounds fantastic, but I don't want to just stop there. I want to go the other step. While we're here, by the way, before I forget, because you guys need to see this. This is madness right here. I've of course been working a lot on this, and underneath here, I decided, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and completely add stone below the whole area that we built, because that's all custom terrain. And I got this pig stuck here as well. He hasn't moved. Don't know if he's going to fall off. I hope it stays there. And the whole area, I've gone ahead and placed stone. So you see how that, well, you can't really see it. It's a bit too dark, but right under there is dirt. And the reason for that is we've got some gravity blocks, which I'm going to be texturing with. I mean, we can probably add a bit of gravel. I'm definitely going to be using a bit of this over here. Maybe not in this level of like density. I think there might be a bit too much textured floor over here, but in small amounts, I think these can work. And despite the fact that I asked you guys in the last episode, and many people did say no, I had a few yeses as well, so I gotta say that is a thing. I keep saying last episode in here. I'm definitely going to give it a go. Again, I'm not sold on the idea that it's not working. So that is what I want to do. We're going to go grab ourselves, as you can see, I've got this, a fairly large, sizable amount, let's say that, a sizable amount of stuff. We're going to go ahead and texture that floor, and that's going to be our current, main task of the day. Let's first clear this out and create a whole bunch of chaos, because who needs ordering these things when I'm just ripping these blocks out at, no tomorrow? In fact, we've got a little bit of a problem. which we're going to solve in a future episode. And that is the problem of I'm breaking down these forests as I go, which gives me trees. I don't like that tree. I need to get rid of it. So I break down the forest. It gives me a few trees. And then what happens is once I've broken down the trees, I get the leaves. I don't get the saplings because, of course, I'm breaking the leaves and I'm taking the leaves with me as whole leaves. So I think there is a very easy solution to this. Do I have any gravel? Believe it or not, these are ordered. These are completely ordered chests. Apparently, I am gravel-less. All right, we're gonna go probably to the bottom of the ocean then, I guess. And we're gonna mine some gravel. Oh no, wait, there we go. Ooh, that's a good amount. Okay, cancel that. We are not graveling today. So let's go ahead. We need lime. We need lime. Actually, lime is too dark. It's too bright. Sorry, we need normal green. Cancel that. I'm just going crazy. And we need some of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 4 is a bit much. We'll have that. Yeah, that'll be all right. So what was I saying? Couldn't have been that important. Can't believe it. In between that time, I've just forgotten where I was going with it. But either way, I've got some good ideas. That's the thing, and we're about to see them now. So ideas for this area, of course, is we're going to get the path done, just so we have a point of reference. You see that over there? That's a little bit of an issue. We've got mob spawning there. A skelly, I'm cool with. Zombie, I'm cool with. Pretty much everything except for a creeper, I am cool with. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to create some bushes and create some space around these areas that are like a little bit too dark, just to stop them from spawning. Also, by the way, I know it seems like everything is completely spawnable. It's not. Haha. Take that, arrow. Happens to me every time I fire an arrow, I swear. There we go. Actually, give me that, please. I'm gonna need that. So here, for instance, that's too dark. You can see it now when I've got the full brightness. This is probably what most of you guys play on. I've been playing on this just because it gets this nice little mood to the place. I love it. So that is gonna be our thing to do. Solve the problem of spawns and also get this place looking really good with a beautiful path. And I'll just quickly show you what my problem is. Look at this. I'd remove that. And now the problem is solved. So if I did that, actually, what is that there? Oh, so that might have actually been legitimate ground. Cancel that. That might be legitimate ground. I might be going crazy. Around here, though, for sure. That over there will have stone. And there we go. Worthwhile placing the stones so I don't have to go underneath and just place them where I need them anyway. So there we go. Little bits like that. I think that works wonderfully. All right, I've got to admit something. We have got another one. It's horrible, but you know what? It was coming. That's what you get for taking too long to fix this area up. So I decided I'd add a little bit of light in, solve the problem because of course I was having a bit of trouble with, well, actually that was a witch, weirdly enough. The zombie just, I was waiting, okay, here's the story, all right? Here's what's happening. I'm minding my own business, walking through the beautiful forest, and all of a sudden, I see a witch. It throws the thing at me, whatever it was, a poison vial, and that poison is like 30 seconds long. It's forever, so you're just sitting there. I was just waiting. I was just eating my cod, as I do, just sitting there. And out of nowhere, behind me, a zombie comes and attacks me. Daylight as well. So I think that's Jansey learning his lesson moment there. And also, by the way, here's another little bit of an update before I forget, because I'm going to forget it. Let's just step back, because there's the two things we mentioned earlier. I went and tried something. So over there, push that out there a little bit, and that just got rid of that kind of, like it reminds me of a haircut where someone's just like gone straight at the top, like straight offwards, like spiky up. That's what it looks like there. But now with that, it breaks it up a little bit more, makes it look a bit more natural. Then when we go to the other side, man, oh man, it's these little droopy bits are looking so good. So just over here, I'll show you one of them, like there. You see that come down there? It's beautiful. The tree's fallen over, sort of. The leaves are falling over. And that's adding to it. So right here, we've got ourselves the path. We've got ourselves a solution to the light problem, because if you didn't realize, it's a little bit brighter. They've got some sneaky tricks. And I mention this trick every now and then, but it's going to blow your mind if you guys don't use it. It's seriously so good. So I'm sure we've all seen the common thing that people do. Actually, I'll have to demonstrate it because we've got a weird ground. I'll demonstrate it over here because this will make sense. So I'm sure we've all seen this where people are like, hey, I can hide light. And they go here, they put a torch there, and they put a bush, and they're like, ha ha. You see? Hidden light. think that's terrible. I think there's way better ways to do it that really aren't that much more work and make a world of a difference. And that's what we're gonna do over here. It seems like I'm gonna have to make a light appear in another way because we're about to lose this. So I'll have a good night's rest and then we can go and fix that up. I am sorry you had to witness the derpiest fight. Oh, this guy's enchanted. Get rid of him quick. No, no, no. Oh, there's another one behind me. Ooh. Okay, no creepers, please. This was just from that night that's just passed. What? I took my helmet off as well. Do not want to break that. Look at it. It's like getting so close to being broken. I've got to fix this up. All right, so back to what we were doing. That was literally like 20 seconds away from this area and there's things spawning. So I guess it means the tunnels underground are probably well lit up. So everything's just spawning up here when it can. This is more the reason for us to do this. All right, so here is my solution. So instead of just putting the torch, as I say, over there and putting a bush over it, I mean, first of all, I'll tell you what's up with it, right? What's up? That area is just bright now, and you've got none of this cool moody brightness that we're using. That's first problem. Second problem is it just looks terrible having a bush on the ground. Like, it's so unimaginative. There's so many better ways to do it. So what we'll do, let's get this. We'll actually just move the sides over as well. Oh, oops. I'll fix that, all right? I'll fix that. You there, and take that there. So what we'll do is we'll just go over here, maybe about 1, 2, 3 blocks out. We'll put in a little bit of a thing like that. So we got this tube and we hide the light in the tube and you'll see why. I'm sure many of you guys realize it now, but it's so much better than adding in just a bush over there. And of course I've got another idea for that bush because yeah, that's the other thing. You can see the light through the bush. Here, you can't even see that light, you see? You just go there, go in here, add that. You can't even see where the light's coming from, which is, I think, a benefit. So the next cool reason is if we go here, there, and for instance, add a bush there, the light is still around there. Don't know if you can tell, but there is still light there. It's a lot brighter than it was before. But you can't tell that there's light radiating from it. It just seems like it's coming through the sky there. You see? That's some magical stuff there. I don't know if it's actually as obvious as what it is, but it really is. That's like a game changer if there ever was one. So we'll add in a few more of those. I've also gone ahead and put in these bushes over here, that the big little trees, kind of in between a bush and a tree, and they seem to work fairly well just to fill the area up. In fact, do I have any more spruce? I sure do. There we go. Some more spruce there. We're gonna just add in maybe another one here, and this is to do with the angle we're coming at. So we walk around here. Let's stop people from walking there. We want the path to carry on that way. So to stop people from walking there, of course, we're gonna build the thing in here. We'll make another one of these little mini bush trees. I don't know what you'll call them, but they'll do very well. Now, as I said about I don't know if you remember if I did say it, but we have a little bit of a problem where we are getting enough leaves without enough saplings. And I recently have been, because little do you know, I'm actually quite a big fan of redstone. I always boast on streams how the channel started with a bunch of redstone related stuff, and now you wouldn't believe it. But I do keep up with a lot of cool redstone stuff, and yet again, and I mentioned this guy's name a few episodes ago, but Ilmango has come up with an amazing small tree farm that should be, as far as I'm aware, able to replenish enough of the lost saplings and also get us a good amount of wood as well, which is just an added benefit. But the real thing we're going for are leaves, as long as we do these sorts of things. There we go. You see that? That just almost breaks your view there. We need to do something else that cuts you off from here. Maybe just a bush over there or something, just to make you seem like you have to go this way. Even maybe just something of interest over here. Because the real thing you want to do with these is have the person walk through the world and carry on the way that you wanted them to without necessarily forcing them, but really we forcing them. That's what we want to do there. So looking good. I am going to go ahead just now naturify this place I don't know what the correct word will be, but we'll do it to this place. Make it look all beautiful and natural, and then we can destroy it. And as much as I said we were going to be destroying this place, I have gone back on my word, and I thought, you know what, we won't destroy it completely. We'll make it look like they were kind of a little bit more gentle with the land as they were going out. And there's a good reason for that. First of all, this is actually the third time I will be recording this piece of the video because I already built it and it was great and everything was looking good. But there was one little problem. There was a little bit of a buzz going on in my microphone, just like a consistent like buzz, and it was really horrible. It was really just terrible. And then I thought, hey, you know what? I'll unplug everything, put it all back together, give it another go. And then it recorded nothing. Now, I can only assume it is recording something. But either way, it's good to have it working again. And man, let me tell you, it's been a little bit of time between the past two clips, and to come back to that, I was like, oh my gosh, is there anything that wants me to record this episode? And there was my will, and we got through it in the end. But either way, here we are with this finished, kind of. But either way, I'll let you guys in on that. But right now, let's just walk through this because it's very important to go through, get the story as we're going through, make sure we do have the story going as we're going through. Look at this, just F1 over there. Got some remnants of what might have once been actually that looks even better, a broken down cart over there, just little bits and pieces, a wheel on the floor. Make it feel as though there once was some little bit of an army that was retreating back, and this is some of the leftover bits of them. And I don't want to go too crazy, and the reason for that is I think it does look really good just being a forest, first of all. But that's not the most important reason. The next more important reason is the scale that we're using. I think just creating like a crater in the ground would look a little bit silly. And I mean, I have tested out a few things and they do look a little bit silly. So yeah, we'll just stick with what we've got here. By the way, this is all going to be forest out this way, over here and over there eventually. But this is the area we've got done for now. But look at this. I've tried, and I'm very well aware of the fact that we are getting a proper campfire block, which is super exciting. But this over here is what I thought a bit of coal from a campfire may look like, along with the pebble on top, and where there might have been a small fire over there. I think that'll look rather cool. So that's some stuff that I was contemplating. Of course, if you guys have got some ideas, let me know because I am more than willing to add some stuff to this area. I kind of got a little bit stuck with what I might add in here, with a lot of my ideas not quite working for the scale that we had in it. So let's head back here. Look at that. And yeah, we're going to have to do a bunch more work over here, but the ground's going to have to come out. That's going to have to come out. That's fine. That's cool. But either way, as I say, the episodes are now back. If you guys did wonder, I know I said we're back, but now we're back for good. Of course, silly things happen and they kind of hold you back. But either way, we're ready to do some more episodes, and it's great to actually be recording an episode and having a good time in the world, playing some good old Minecraft. But here we go. Look at this. Now, what is another little thing in this, back to the Minecraft sort of stuff, is another really neat little thing, which is as you walk through here, and it's I know this is like I told you about the My Little Lighting trick. Well, I think it's pretty cool. But over here, going through this, you can see this path quite clearly shows us where we're going, coming from that side. And the same sort of thing happens in a different way going this way. So as we walk in this way, we've got a lot of barriers. For instance, this piece here, these fence posts over here, they kind of force you to go, hey, I'm going to go through this little awkward spot here. No, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to see this. You're going to say, oh, there's a tree, there's some fences. Hey, there's the path going over there. You see, go around the path. That's the sort of idea that I want to go on here. And it's a nice little thing to add into your worlds. If you guys ever do want to take the build to another level, at least in your own mind, have a little bit of a reason for placing trees down, placing down things in the world. It makes you not just place down a cart in the middle of somewhere. It makes you place down a cart with a purpose. Makes you place down a fence with a purpose. You know, it forces you to go in directions, and that's a really, really neat thing to do. So yeah, that's pretty much the thought behind it. You have to kind of think a little bit more outside the box than what you normally do. By the way, I'm planning on, because I did do a little bit of a sneak peek in shaders a bit earlier, and this place is looking so wonderful with the light coming through the trees. It is looking really good. I don't know, maybe someone can let me know. I haven't actually been keeping up with the modded side of things, but is the, I think it's better foliage mod coming in? Is that a thing for 1.13 yet? I'd love to see little leaves like dropping down from the trees and see how this feels with the proper solid like, it wouldn't be texture pack mod, making it look good. That and shaders. Oh, it's gonna be magical. We'll have a look with it. We'll have a look at it with shaders sometime fairly soon. But either way, next episode is gonna be outside this this part of the world. It's gonna be in another realm, and it's gonna be awesome. But for today, as I say, great to be back. Great to see you guys again. Of course, if you guys are excited, I never get to do this, but if you guys are like willing to, hit the like button, the thumbs up button. I never do it, so I thought, hey, it's a special occasion. Drop some stuff on the floor, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.